barnacle goose. Every year it travels thousands of kilometers, crossing oceans, frozen plains, and relentless storms, all for one purpose: to survive and to pass life on to the next generation. The life of a barnacle goose does not begin in peace. It begins with challenge, instinct, and survival. When the breeding season arrives, barnacle geese return to the high mountains. In pairs, they gather to build their nests on towering cliffs, steep, uneven, and dangerously exposed. Beneath them lie deep, endless chasms carved into the frozen land. This is a world of cold and risk where a single mistake can mean the end. Yet guided by instincts shaped over thousands of years, the barnacle geese return again and again. In these fragile nests, perched on the edge of survival, they silently prove their courage. To complete the breeding season before the heavy snow returns, the barnacle goose parents work tirelessly to finish their nest. Soon, the female lays her first eggs. From this moment on, she focuses on one task alone: laying and incubating. Carefully, she plucks feathers from her own belly, lining the nest with patience and precision. These soft feathers become a natural blanket, trapping warmth, shielding the eggs, and protecting the fragile goslings from the bitter cold. In the frozen heights, this simple act becomes the difference between life and loss. When the final egg is laid, the first mission of survival is complete. From this moment, the mother goose enters a new phase. She remains in the nest, almost motionless, incubating and guarding the eggs. While she waits, the father takes on a different role. He leaves the cliffside nest, venturing out into the harsh landscape to secure food. Every journey he makes helps sustain the mother and protects the fragile future growing quietly beneath her wings. On these remote, rugged cliffs, life is never gentle, no matter the conditions: harsh sun, fierce wind, or heavy rain. The mother goose remains on the nest, carefully shielding each egg. But the weather is not the only danger here. Predators also wait in silence. Among them, the cobra is one of the greatest threats. When the snake approaches, the mother does not flee. She spreads her wings wide, calls out loudly, and stands her ground. Faced with her determination, the snake hesitates and finally retreats into the rocks. After many long days of incubation, the moment finally arrives. Inside the fragile shells, tiny movements begin. Soft cracks spread across the eggs, followed by faint sounds of life. One by one, the goslings begin to hatch, wet, fragile, and unsteady. They enter a world of cold stone and endless heights. The mother remains close, shielding them beneath her wings, offering warmth in a place where warmth is rare. Around them, the cliffs remain silent and unforgiving. But for the first time, new life has arrived, fragile, yet full of possibility. The father remains relentless, returning again and again with food for the mother and her fragile young. But the time for waiting is coming to an end. Slowly, the parents guide their goslings away from the safety of the nest. Tiny feet step forward, closer to the edge. Ahead lies no shelter, no second chance. Only a single path remains, a moment that will decide who survives and who does not. For every barnacle gosling, this is the most dangerous journey of its entire rugged, vertical, and unforgiving. Below them, the ground disappears into emptiness. But danger is not only beneath. In the sky, black ravens circle slowly, their eyes fixed on the young. On the rocks below, Arctic foxes wait in silence, patient, calculating, following every fragile movement. In this frozen moment, the cliffs hold their breath, as instinct, fear, and survival collide. The parents stand beside their goslings on the narrow cliff edge, looking down into the vast unknown below. This is the first lesson, and also the most dangerous challenge the young will ever face. Fear is everywhere, so the mother does not hesitate. Without a moment of doubt, she leaps from the cliff, leading, guiding, and encouraging her young to follow. In that single act, instinct becomes courage, and fear gives way to survival. After watching their mother disappear over the edge of the cliff, the goslings are left behind, alone to the precipice, peering down into a vertical drop that seems endless. There is no turning back. This moment will decide everything. From heights of hundreds of meters, the goslings leap. Their tiny bodies fall freely, swallowed by the open air. They strike the rock face, hard, bouncing, tumbling, rolling uncontrollably along the jagged cliff. Some are thrown outward, spinning through the sky, twisting in midair, helpless against gravity. Each impact tests the limits of their fragile bodies, yet their light weight and thick, downy feathers soften the blows, turning what should be fatal into a narrow chance at survival. In these few terrifying seconds, our instinct replaces fear, and the future of each gosling hangs in the balance between life and the unforgiving stone below. After watching their mother disappear over the edge of the cliff, the goslings are left behind, alone. One by one, they approach the precipice, peering down into a vertical drop that seems endless. In the end, after fear, impact, and moments that balance on the edge of death, the goslings survive through courage and instincts passed down from countless generations before them. They reach the ground alive. In the wild, every species carries its own path to survival. For the barnacle goose, survival is written into instinct but inherited. And one day these goslings will return to the same frozen cliffs to face the same test and to pass on the ancient lesson of survival to the next generation. Cycle of life continues.